if y'all was a GM for LA, what are some changes you will make in free agency?
You got to get some shooting, bro. LeBron needs shooting. And at this day and age, bro, y'all need to get younger. All the old guys, like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's where they first went wrong at
Too much tread on these tires,
it was too many old heads.
Reunion, old hair reunion, bro.
And much as we love Melo, much as we love the Dwight Howard and all that, like
Trevor Reeves, all these guys, bro, they was hurting.
like when I look at Jalen Green and them young dudes at Houston,
they running up and down,
they running up and down, flying, dunking, going crazy.
Yeah, they need some young guys, bro. Like,
he was phenomenal to do what he did this year at 37.
Averaging 30 points.
You know what I'm saying? He just did stuff that, again, in my opinion, solidify him as one of the greats. But not even that was enough to overcome the deficiencies of this lack of roster, no depth off the bench, no nothing that was a threat to no other team that's a contender. Not in the West, definitely, but just in the NBA in general, man. So it was crazy this year, man, to see the Lakers go out like that.
I think in simplest terms, bro, for me, is LeBron just cannot carry 12 guys that just no-name guys to the finals no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, that part of his prime is over with now. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Even though he won the championship like 2 years ago, but just being able to carry Joes and Jims and Joes to the final, that's over.
Man, and I had the thought, bro, speaking of that, I was thinking like, man, sometimes we never look at this, but major salute to LeBron for always being the guy they got to carry the team. Never getting a year off where you just blending in.
Let me just go through my young dog, bro. We rolled through AD.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like he 37 and was probably looking to pass the baton and let AD carry the mantle. Or even Westbrook, who younger, who in his prime. Yep. And nevertheless, this guy was still carrying the load, carrying the mantle. I'm
sure that's what the vision was, man, having him come over. A ball of energy. Yeah. You'll be able to play with AD on some nights when LeBron need to rest. Or on other nights when AD need to rest. It still could have been two superstars on the floor to kind of balance things out. So I'm sure when they decided or when they talked about it at first, like, man, we could really do some things with this. But, man, the way it ended up was just not successful at all. Yeah. See, Westbrook, your guy, man. You kind of quiet over there, man.
I'm just balling all in, man. I think y'all hit some good points, bro. All the things y'all said was valid. My thing is, like, I think when you're in that superstar role and LeBron is always getting compared to Jordan, they always compare him to GOAT.
Yeah, for sure.
And, you know, it's another side to it, though, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you know, you got AD, you got Westbrook, you got Malik Monk, and you got some other decent players, you know what I mean, that can rebound, that can play some defense. And I think from a LeBron standpoint, what is your leadership like in the locker room? What is your leadership like in the on practice behind the scenes? Because that team's still talented enough to be an 8th to 10th seed in the playoffs.
I agree with that.
I don't question LeBron leadership though on that. I more look at schematic. I more look at coaching. I more look at, do we got the right guys on the floor? Do we got the right people to complement what we're trying to do? What was their identity this year? Are we playing big man ball, small ball? Like it was a lot of just. I don't think none of that is a knock on his leadership or what he may or may not be doing in the locker room. What I still always saw that he's always brought, and I would give him the credit for this whole wave of being energized, the handshakes, the fun on the sidelines. Like people still love to play, hang out, and do the beyond the basketball stuff with LeBron and how he go about the game. So I think his leadership is still one of which I ain't gonna never question, because he's just done too much from an individual and team collectively standpoint. I just know, I don't know if Vogel was getting through to the guys. Sometimes, man, your coach loses this lust. Your voice loses its lust.
That's a good point.
To the locker room.
But we can't put this all on him though.
No, it ain't all vocal. It's not a one-sided thing.
He was with this team. They was won national. They won national. They won a championship with Vogel. Mm-hmm. He got a ton of experience. He's a good coach. He's in a tough situation. You know what I mean? LeBron made a lot of moves. LeBron was part of the Westbrook. You know what I mean? He wanted Westbrook. We know that. Melo came. Yeah. This is what you want. Yeah. You know what I mean? And how can we get this thing going?
Sometimes,
and it wasn't,
man, you got to say the superstar from himself, man. And that's what I'm thinking. As the Lakers brass, the GM and owner, you should have been like, man, understandable you want Russ, but for us right now, the best way we going to win is if we surround you with shooters. You know what I'm saying? You and AD with shooters, bro. Yeah. Westbrook, good idea, but that's just not what. Sometimes you got, again, save him from himself. Like, you make the call. That's why you're in that position. You got final say. So I think that should have been more at play.
The coach has to be the coach, and the player have to be the player. This come down to that. Unfortunately, when it go well, you get all the praise. When it don't go well,
right, everybody's shelling the blame.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But at some point, leadership, the president, the GMs gotta. We run that ship. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron, as much as we trust your IQ on basketball and talent, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to construct a winning team. You trying to get pieces that may not be conducive to what we're trying to do. Yeah. So, like I say, it's a lot of blame to go around for everybody this particular year. I don't think leadership of LeBron was one of those things, though.
Just a letdown and all, man.
Yeah, totally. Just a bad season.
So what's next? Like, for my thing is, what you think about, why you guys think Westbrook struggled this year? What was his big, why do you think he struggled so much
I think it's accountability, man, or not even that. It's accountability, but it's expectations for your play. Like, now you playing in LA. The camera's always gonna be in LA. They always on TV. You playing with LeBron. You playing. You get what I'm saying? You at home. It's a story behind you now. Like, you dropped a documentary at the beginning of this. Like, it's a whole bunch that went into it. In these other places, it wasn't. So, OKC wasn't on TV every night. Houston wasn't on TV every night. The Wizards wasn't on TV. Small market teams didn't get the coverage. So now everything you do is under the spotlight. Yeah. Them triple doubles is cool, but now you adding a lot of turnovers and a lot of bad play with that, and we viewing it every single night.
I think too, man. Sometimes, like Stephen A, and this ain't about him, but him putting and making the focal point around his. Man, that triple-double stuff don't mean nothing. It's time to win. So now everybody, man, that triple-double stuff is common nature now in this new NBA.
Oh, that's still a hell of a feat, though, bro. 4 out of 5 years to do that, that's crazy.
But now that Stephen A took his best feet away, now we're only looking at you, but are you winning? With that triple-double, did y'all win the game and did y'all win that season? And now the focus has shifted.
The narrative has changed.
And Stephen A ushered that in. He ain't no longer applauding you. Your triple-double don't even make ESPN no more. So they're taking that away. So now you just showing bricks off the backboard, air balls, and
it's been a bad season for us.
You know what I'm saying? So it just went all downhill. Then the onslaught of social media, the hate, the trolls. You know what I'm saying? He got to a point, man. He said his wife and kids no longer could come to the games because they are harassing his kids and his wife in the stands, sending death threats to his house just because you missing a shot. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't agree with that, but you in control of that, Russ. You know what I mean? Like, bro, fan is short for fanatic, bro. They pay your salary. They come to those games, they gonna say and hurl and say all type of stuff maybe that you don't want to hear or that's not pleasing to the ear. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of the game, bro. You had no problem with it.
It is. And a way to shut that up is to be successful.
There you go.
Do your job.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So again, like you said, that's not an excuse. I'm just saying to
your
broader question.
Yeah, facts.
Those are some of the things that because you got to still go through that slump to come out of that, to be able to get yourself back on track.
And I could have been associated with this slump sometime. Like, man, you don't even know, bro. My family, they going through it. They getting called stuff and said.
And sometimes, man, people don't talk about this, but going and playing for your hometown,
it's not always the best thing.
It ain't always the best thing.
It's not.
LeBron pulled it off going back to Cleveland and winning their first championship, but that ain't something. He's special.
He one of one,
he
bro.
One of one.
That's Cleveland too, though. You know what I mean?
That's the mecca of sports in the world. Basketball, baseball, football.
But Cleveland don't do well. They ain't having they run. They don't do well from a basketball standpoint. They ain't won like a championship in like 60-something years. Though.
Exactly. That was the first one.
Yeah. So there wasn't no expectation.
No, not like
now you
LA.
go to LA,
but
like you said.
But they fan base still expected. But like you said in LA.
You know what I mean? LA is
the city expected, the fan base, the media, you know what I'm saying? And you playing with the biggest star in the sport.
I definitely agree with you. I think Westbrook struggled with the spotlight. Yeah. Like you said, all those things, man, that stuff matter. Every night you have to show out, bro. You have to do something well. You have to be solid. You can't have a down night. You can do that in Houston. You can't have that, bro. And I think, I don't want to say, I just think he's struggling in that, being in that spotlight, bro. You know what I mean?
And players have to sometimes come to the realization, like, everybody ain't made to play in a big market. Like, some of y'all need them low, small market OKCs
of a small market.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, LeBron is a one of one, and no matter what people say, very few people can do what he did at that level for this long and consistent.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Coming out of high school, you lived up to it. You brought Cleveland a championship, Miami a championship, got to the Lakers first year, brought them a championship. You know what I'm saying? And so everybody just can't pull that off, man. He's special, but even as special as he is, he need help. Yeah. He need a right team around him.
Career for sure.
So now Frank Vogel, he get fired. So,
like Chris said, man, it's time for a new voice. Like, that voice ran its course. Yeah. Okay. So it's time to bring somebody else in. Maybe they got a new philosophy. Maybe it's not defense. You know what I'm saying? They've been hearing the defensive call.
Maybe they know how to get the best out of Russell Westbrook.
Or something, some offensive strategist or something like that. Somebody different with a different voice, different philosophy, different strategy to give them a different approach that they had for the last couple of years.
So if you was the GM, if y'all was the GM for LA, what are some changes you would make in free agency?
You got to get some shooting, bro. LeBron needs shooting. And at this day and age, bro, y'all need to get younger. All the old guys, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's where they first went wrong at
Too much tread on these tires,
it was too many old heads.
Old head reunion, bro.
And much as we love Melo, much as we love the Dwight Howard and all that, like
Trevor Ariza, all these guys, bro, they was hurting.
Like, when I look at Jalen Green and them young dudes at Houston,
they running up and down,
flying, dunking, going crazy.
They need some young guys, bro. Like, man. It's a younger league, man. You got to be able to get up and down.
It's a young man's game for a reason, and like, you got to have that youth on a team, and you got to develop that talent. And LA just didn't. They just was a wrong philosophy from the start. Even when they put that together, I'm looking like, this ain't gonna work, man.
Right.
Not in this new NBA.
And can LeBron attract those guys? You know, some of those young players that be able to come over there. You know what I mean? Because that was the big thing. Like you said, youth is everything. You know what I mean? You need some little young dogs to be able to run.
But I think it's less of LeBron attracting them and the GM going out making solid moves and plays. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but LeBron gonna have influence, bro. He had influence. He been having influence since he been in LA.
And look how that just worked out this season. Y'all need to make the playoffs. And how many ever games under 500?
LeBron can attract anybody. I was gonna say how he carry himself. Yeah. I think anybody will come play with LeBron, and you get to play in LA.
Yeah.
It ain't to E's point. I think it's more or less to do with the GM and the management. What direction are we headed? And them saying, whether through the draft or through free agency, we're bringing in this type of talent so that we can be contenders in the Western Conference. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, this was a crazy year to be 37 years old.
Man, I'm balling like that. For real.
You know what I'm saying?
I know when I want to switch lanes, man, going to R.I.P. Dwayne Haskins, man. Tragedy happened over the weekend, man, and I just want to send prayers and condolences to his family.
That crushed me, E. I woke up, bro. I slept
bro.
in, and I wake up early every day. And the one day I slept in, I was kind of late to the internet and all that stuff. I turned on my internet, got my computer off sleep, and then this thing popped up, and it just said breaking news. Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins. Passed, killed in a car crash. And you know how sometimes, bro, we spend a lot of time, man, he flopping, he ain't doing. It's funny how death will make you put all that on pause, man. Life is but a vapor, bro. Yes, and like when he died, all of what he did, or being a backup, or the league not having black QB, all that stuff, I'm looking like, man, this young boy just lost his life. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you want to draw from his positive, man. You want to, like, no negative on his name. You know what I'm saying? So
none of that don't matter. Even
it really don't matter. Exactly.
And then to know he was working on his craft. Yep. He was in Florida working out with the squad, like
getting
better, working on his craft, and so, man, it just did something to me, bro. I don't know if since I'm getting older, man.
Here's that, bro. God is providing you perspective, bro. Your view is getting wider, bro. Your lens is getting clear. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because it crushed me, and he ain't even my dude.
No, like bro. It's just a young fella, man. You like, man, bro. That we didn't follow his career, bro.
We did follow his.
We watched that special on ESPN when he was a young dog when he went to Ohio State. Yeah. You know what I mean? Wearing the jersey in the locker room, saying, "I'm gonna be the quarterback at Ohio State." Yeah. The dream, it came true. He did it. Was a great player there. You know what I'm saying? First round draft pick. So like, hey, he did what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So let's just highlight my man.
And like y'all said, bro, it's like my son. He brought the news to me. I'm like, what? I'm like, hold on. And you know, he got struck by a dump truck. And like you said, instantly, I'm like, oh my gosh, man. But then again, it's like y'all just said, it's like, you forget all those negatives about him. You forget all about, you know, the rough, the tough times he had at Washington, the ups and downs, the backup roles. You forget all those things. Those things don't mean anything because he left behind his family. You know, it's a lot of loved ones. Right. I love friends, teammates, wife, kids, you know. But there's still people out here that's going to highlight that, the negative. You know,
which
Adam
they should.
Schefter, man, you know, I seen when he wrote he wrote on Twitter, Dwayne Haskins is standing out at Ohio State before struggling to catch on. Like,
you why you leave that off?
Why you do that, man? And then, you know, everybody was attacking him what he said, then he cleared it up later. And you know what I'm saying? Gail Brent on NFL radio asked about Dwayne Haskins. He was a guy that was living to be dead. Like, come on, man. Maybe if he stayed in school a year, he wouldn't do silly things like jogging on a highway. Man, it's gone, bro.
Yeah, that's
so some of that is for clickbait too. Know that we live in a society that people want to be first. Like, so if I can be first to the news with some BS, with that tagline, CB, like, that's gonna run hundreds of thousands of people to that page. So like, hopefully, man, this is not the time for that. Hopefully, man, people can, again, like we doing, highlight Dwayne Haskins and what he did versus trying to shit on him or drag his name through the mud. He not even here to defend.
How y'all feel? Speaking of, like I said, y'all know we come from the trenches, man, and like we seen people that we grew up with die, get killed, leave the world early. But how are y'all dealing with death as y'all get older? I know for me, King passed away December 3rd, and I'd be more sad and emotional than I was before he died. You know, that makes sense? Like certain stuff where, like, I never cry for a movie, and I still won't. But like, maybe if it's a dog that died in a movie, then it might get me. You know what I'm saying?
I would say this, bro. It depends on where you at with it, man, and who and what that person mean to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Me losing people in my life, bro. My mom being the hardest, bro. It's no dealing with it. I remember in my head, I used to try to tell myself, because she was a drinker, I had to deal with it. Like, man, I'm preparing myself for this or for that. But there is no preparing for that. That's you know what I'm saying? Once your heart get touched in a certain way, bro, this is why you emotional now, to me. Because I was that same dude. I never cried in the movie. I never cried at nothing except at a funeral. But now
I don't even cry at funerals.
But bro, trust me,
you never was a crier.
Going forward, bro, like maybe my mom passed. It was something that I needed to do. It's a part of me that I need to reach. I need to touch.
And Bishop always talked about
emotional, bro. Man, like, it's okay for a man to cry, bro. I never heard them words. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was a masker. Wasn't nobody finna see me cry. I remember we lost state championship game. I was trying not to let nobody see me cry because when it mean the most to me, bro, like, I'll kill somebody over this. So, like, y'all gotta leave me alone. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I was out of touch, bro, with my emotional side. But death will bring that out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Death,
for real,
when it means something to you.
Meaningful.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, because it's a part of you that wasn't touched before. You get what I'm saying? Like, I hadn't scratched that part of the surface with my mom passing or not being here. Get what I'm saying before. So now, bro, it's be a movie, bro. Tears come down. I used to be like, man, I ain't finna, bro, let them tears fall, bro. That's cleansing to the soul, bro. 100.
Yeah, man, I know. For me, it's like not only with King passing, but it's like now you can have moments throughout the day. Like for instance, I'm a routine guy. I wake up early every day. We go for 5 walks a day. So certain times of the day, you just naturally inclined to be like, me and my little dog about to go for this stroll real quick. But now, or like for instance, like y'all been coming through, we do these little, you know what I'm saying, episodes. But when I say you eat a piece of pizza and the crust, you might throw the little crust to him, but I still say the crust, but he ain't there.
Unconsciously,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
It's crazy though, bro. Like, cause growing up, both of y'all never was the emotional guy. I was the emotional guy. I cry in a minute. Y'all know that. Like, I only seen Chris cry one time in my life when he was little in the Mac or whatever. And I don't think I never seen E cry. So it's crazy how, I don't want to say role switch, but like you say, you grow older, things happen to you close to your heart, and then that emotion comes out. So for me, it's like, for me being an education, you know, hearing kids' stories every single day, you know what I mean? Kids that, you know, I coach and mentor, kids losing their lives and different things of that nature. It's like I'm numb to it. It's crazy though, because, you know, I've done it. I'm not scared to show emotion. I cry, you know, I did all that stuff, but, you know, in the life we live, especially in education, the life we live, especially as we get older, more and more people is gonna pass. Like, you know what I mean? That's just life in itself. And the crazy was when younger guys pass, you know what I mean? If it's a health issue or a mistake and different things of that nature, it make you look at life a whole lot differently. And you know what I mean? My thing is, I always tell my kids and my family, and I'm telling y'all now, is just, man, you got to be able to live life to the fullest, and also you got to be cautious too. You know what I mean? Because you never know. Just one mistake. Dwayne Haskins didn't wake up and thinking, you know what I mean?
Be his last day.
He didn't know that. You know what I mean? And life is but a vapor. You know, like Bishop said, bro.
I know, man. One thing that mentoring taught me, you know, you pouring into other people, other people's kids, other young men in the community on a consistent basis. But the flip side, it helped me stay anchored in humility. Cause like you said, bro, they stories and what they go through and all the stuff you hear when you really in the trenches with these little dudes and pouring into them or hearing them, they come to you. You people always, man, why you so humble? You can't get on your high horse when you know the stories we know, when you hear what we've heard, or when you've seen what we've seen.
Bro, traumatic experiences, bro. Like you've become accustomed to hearing and dealing with traumatic experiences. Same as, bro, being in the community. Same as being a coach. Same as being reachable to these little guys. You know what I'm saying, bro? Everybody going through something, like you said. And we might think our situation was bad, or bro, when you hear 2 or 3 little guys talking to you, like, bro.
And then, you know, the type of people we are, you know, I'm in education. Relationships is everything to me. So, you know, my number one job is to build a relationship. How can I help this student? And our kids is suffering at an all-time high. They have a distraction, though. Their distraction is social media. It's the TikTok world. So, you know, I have several students come in. I was meeting with a student today. You know, the student showed me a tattoo. You know, I mean, I had 2 tattoos. It was a person on here fishing at the top and a person on here fishing. And that person said, "This is my brother." I was like, "He's no longer here or something?" Because it was at the top. And it was like, "Nope, he committed suicide." But the way that person said it,
he ain't got no emotion.
No emotion.
0.
Then I was talking to another student today, this past weekend. They was driving. She like, "I got to talk to you. Driving and seen a 4-year-old walking down the street in the city of Grand Rapids at nighttime, 11 o'clock. Was walking down the street without no socks on and stuff like that. So these stories, you know what I mean? Students come and talk to me about them being molested at a young age. You know what I mean? These are
it's normal.
Kids are suffering, man. You know what I mean? They're going through so much, man. And I think it's important, as like you said, mentors, to have that open door to be like, hey, let me know, because like I said, I heard it all. I heard all these stories, and also being transparent and let them know that, you know, I've been through some stuff too, and be able to share that so they don't feel ashamed. So many students that cry in front of me in my office, like literally tears. And I don't show it. I don't cry because these is something I've been praying for the last 10, 12 years. In the beginning, I remember when I first started off, I used to boo-hoo, what I mean? Like, man, these stories is crazy. But now I'm so accustomed, used to it. You know what I mean? That's just the life we live in, man. And,
Do you ever get to a point, CB, where it's too much? Do you have to be like, man, today ain't I need 2 days off, man. You know what I mean? I done heard so many stories, so much trying, like, I got to chill.
So, the other school, I was at a different school where trauma was at a high. You know what I mean? So, it's every single day. That was too much, but I didn't know. I was exhausted. Like, end of the day, I'm on fumes. Then I had to coach and I had to do all that. I'm done. So more in the inner city where it's a lot of kids that cry for help. They're dealing with so much. And so now you go to another school, it's not so much that it's mixed in. So not saying that they don't have issues, they're not coming right then and there. In the inner city, we mix in right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's right away. With this school, it took some time. So now you got kids coming in here and there. So now what I do is I'm smart. I know what kids to communicate with. You know what I mean? And then I point those kids to some other kids, some people in the building that are counselors and different things of that nature.
One of the challenging things about it, bro, is it's never ending.
That's what I'm asking.
That's the thing. We got to keep our stamina up. It's a reason we go to the gym. We ain't bragging. We go to the gym at 5 in the morning. Yep. You really going because you got to keep your shoulders broad. You got to keep the stamina because the problems never stop. Like, it's like, man, you get one issue resolved with this kid. Yep. 2 more come through.
Ain't no taking the hat off and resting on the laurels.
Ain't no break from it. And so you have to have the stamina to endure. You got to be able to persevere for the next kid. And it ain't like, man, in 2022 it's getting better than it was in 2021. Yeah. No, it's as intense, or if not more,
than it was before.
So it's about making sure your own mental health is on point, and that you in the right space to be able to pour into others and empty your cup out. Because it's like, man, it's always something. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I say, we pride ourselves on being accessible and and reachable and relatable to the community, to the youth. But then with that, it's like, who pouring and filling our cups up?
Exactly.
You know that matters, man. That's what I was asking.
That's crazy, bro. I didn't at the other school, like, my cup stayed empty. Like I didn't have that, bro. And I didn't know that about myself until year 3 and dealing with, all the things I was dealing with from a coaching standpoint as well. It's like, man, I'm exhausted. You know what I mean? I'm exhausted. Now I know what the kid to see. And if I got certain kids that, that need day-to-day treatment, I say, hey, how you doing today? You good, baby? Looking good. I compliment them, make them laugh. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But I think a lot of our kids our kids is struggling at ultimate high. And it's not like social media is hurting them. You know what I mean? Because this is something that they do every day, all day. And they see different things, and they're more aware now. They know what's going on in Ukraine and Russia. They could tell you more than what we could tell you. You know what I mean? They're more aware now because of social media.
World issues.
Oh, man.
The world is in the palm of their hand. Yeah.
All that, bro. You know what I mean? So that's the challenges, man. But I think that's our purpose. You know what I mean? Just to help in any way we can. But you right. You know what I mean? Like before, say if I see 7 kids in a day, that's high need. I won't see 7 kids. Those high need kids.
And that was my point of asking.
2 high need.
Because, bro, all 7 might need the same thing. You get what I'm saying?
Man, it's times where I talk to a kid for a whole 5th hour, bro. Like 1 whole hour. Like literally, bro.
It is exhausting.
I don't got nothing.
It's exhausting, bro.
It's exhausting, man. It is exhausting, man. It is exhausting.
I had this one chick. We pour a lot into the guys, but we don't talk about all the females we pour into.
Right.
I had this one chick, and she lived in a storage unit. You know what I'm saying? And she just was telling me like, yeah, Mr. Chris, the police always make their rounds through there, so I had to duck down so it looked like the storage is empty.
Closed.
It's closed. But I'm sleep, but it's freezing. I know what store she
Ain't no heat
about
there.
when she told me to. I'm looking like, so now I'm helping all these young people, men, women, find housing. And you start looking at the macro side of things like, man, we don't even got enough housing, or we don't got enough affordable housing, or we got all this foolishness going on, all these rich people in this community. Like, what are we doing?
Tearing houses down to build a part. Like, bro, I'm with you.
And so I'm looking like, so it'd be a lot, bro. It just don't be no relief from it. That be my thing. So you got to find that in other things. So that's why coming to your crib, bro. Like, it be more than just I'm going over my boy E crib. It be a whole
unplug.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Y'all be texting me. You get my text half time. Like, nope, because let me put my phone down. Because if I pick it up too much, something crazy gonna come.
Somebody get in touch with me.
Exactly. So it be a lot, man, that we don't say on the outside, but it's more than meet the eye on the inside. You know what I'm saying?
I would also say, man, for that, make sure that we always talk about this, but when you are feeling empty and you are feeling low and your cup is a little lower, almost empty, you know what I mean? Check in with your accountability partners, check in with somebody that care about you, pray for you, you know what I mean? Somebody that will pray for you, somebody that will have your best interests at heart.
Yeah, you right.
So you can get that refilling, so you can get affirmed, so you can feel better about helping somebody else. You get what I'm saying?
That's true, bro, because soon I get home, my wife be so excited for the day and want to talk. And I don't be rude, but I be like, babe, I need 15, 20. Like, I'm hurting right now. You know what I mean? Today was a day.
Bro, I never heard of that. Not to cut you off, I never heard of that whole unplugging thing till Chris. Like,
I need it,
6 years ago, bro, Chris, I'm like, what?
Yeah, bro.
But I totally understand
15, 30, bro. I need it from mental.
It used to be an hour. Now it's down to 15 to 20.
Bro, I never understood, but that's real, bro.
You have to from the day, because you think about it, our jobs, man, whatever
Switching
we're
gears,
doing,
bro.
Like, literally, bro. You know what I mean? I'm an administrator, but my number one thing is building relationships and problem solving throughout the whole day. No, for real, problem solving, coming up with solutions.
Yeah.
If it's, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? Smiling. How was your break? You know what I mean? Like spring break, we just got back from spring. Hey, how was your break? You know what I mean? Smiling in the face, everything good. Let me know. You know what I mean? With certain students, you know what I mean? And other students, it's a little deeper conversation. I want to definitely add some things on it. I had my son, so this past week, on Saturday, we had a junior day to visit. It was Indiana Western. So I didn't want to go. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want to go. It's a Saturday.
Y'all had to drive to Indiana.
Yeah, so we had to go like about 8:39. We got to get up about between 4 and 5, bro. And I didn't want to go. I ain't gonna lie, cause it's before the break. I mean, it's Saturday is really the last day before our spring break. So I was just like, you know what, Kevin, if you want to go, I'm gonna put it in your hands. All right, it's all on you. All right. So we got to get up about 4:30 or 5. Waking up early for us is not. It's what we do, bro. Yeah. It's not nothing for us.
You want to see if he gonna get up.
So, did y'all think he got up?
No.
Man, this dude got up about 10 o'clock, bro. We supposed to be on the highway at latest by 5. And then he looked at me like,
yep.
So I didn't talk to him then. I waited a couple days, so I talked to him today. I said, so what I have to do a better job, I have to let them talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got to let kids talk, empower. And like, hey, so, if you had to rate yourself with self-discipline 1 through 5, 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. What would you rate yourself at? 3. Said, okay, why is it
middle
3?
of the road?
Yeah.
I love it. Go ahead, cuz.
Said, why is it 3? Because, sometimes, I work out twice a day. I do a good job working out, but, sometimes I get easily distracted, And I already know this, but it's just good to hear. I get easily distracted, on my cell phone, and somebody might text me, might hit me or want to play the game, and that's why I gave myself a 3. All right, what about self-focus? What about being focused on the agenda, on assignment? This is not football related. This is anything. It's with school. If I got a project in that's due next week, or, you know what I mean, attending my class every single day and, you know what I mean, being on time. What about your focus? If I got a project that's due in 2 weeks, I'm going to wait probably the last two. I'm going to wait like the last 2 or 3 days. You know what I mean? So, all in all, I got to do better at that. I said, look, man, if I'm in your shoes, and then, the school, Indiana West or whatever it is, I said, this is junior day, bro. I hit the coach, gave him an excuse, whatever. But I said, hey, I'm not missing that. That's the difference between me and you. Mm-hmm. We didn't have junior. Did we have a junior day?
Me and you drove to Toledo, bro.
Come on.
In the Dakota. What are you talking about?
Sure, we did.
Junior day. Me and you, bro.
But that was a camp though, E.
Junior day.
But yeah, it was a camp.
It was junior day though.
So his is different. His is junior day. They go talk about the campus and they talk about how we're interested and we like you. You wear the jersey. So he getting a VIP status.
Special treatment. Bro, it was 300 kids outside.
We got to compete. Where are we through the junior
April, day?
Where we did?
It was cold out, bro. Yeah. Me and you drove to Dakota.
And AJ too.
Who drove? You?
I think I drove, but I remember we was in the Dakota.
I know you drove, dude.
We went to junior day for real though. So
we drove by ourselves.
Yes, bro. To ask your dad,
he
bro.
Ain't cut nothing like that. 11th grade. Driving Ohio.
Big seat, bro.
4 hours.
We gonna put it in your hands, and guess what we had to do?
Yeah.
Get there, bro.
Wow, bro. I totally forgot, bro. So. Man, I'm crazy. So I was telling my sons, like, bro, you not ready, bro. Yep. You not ready. I said, you cheat everything. Like you work out, I know you doing a lot. You ain't never did this before. We passed that, though. Yeah. But you the type of cat, you'll go to sleep at 12:30, and we're leaving that house at 6:45, but you'll put your alarm clock at 6:20. Yeah. So you cheat the process by staying up late, and I want to get all the little sleep I get. I'm going to wake up at 6:20. Mm-hmm. And then I only go get myself really 15, 20 minutes. There you go. Forget your backpack. You can't never eat breakfast. You got practice after school. You never pack a snack like I tell you. You come in here, Dad, you got something for me? Dad, you never prepared, bro. So you keep cheating.
This the thing, bro. What I'll be wondering about the kids. How about just try it your parents' way? How about just try it? Right? Just try it. For real though. Kevin, you an athlete. Like, nephew. Your dad was an NFL player. Just try it his way. If you talking about waking up at 6, just try it for a month. Bro, watch how you feel. Watch how much better you become.
See why we do that. See why successful people wake up at 5 in the morning.
Because you saying you want to play football, bro. So I'm supporting that. Bro, same thing. So this is the last thing I'm going to say. We jump off here.
No, you good.
Bro, my kids, my sons, bro, Gus and Lil E, like, I would say that Gus wanted it so bad, bro. Yeah. Lil E, it kind of came easy in the beginning. But when it was time to work for Lil E, I'm good now. That's not what I want no more. You get what I'm saying? Gus, he all about the work. You get what I'm saying? Until it got real hard to me. Then it got real hard, like the college thing. Everybody don't play in college. But I feel like everybody can play. You get what I'm saying? You put the work in, you do the right things, you can get on the field, bro. It ain't. But what them boys are is brainiacs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to support all your academic stuff, bro. You a 3.0 kids, bro? That's all I care about. Mm-hmm. You on the dean's list or on the whatever the shit is called in college, bro, the president's list, bro, let's support that because that's what you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what your actions are saying that you're into more than what I'm forcing. So, bro, let's celebrate, for real though, bro, celebrate that president's list. Celebrate 3.0 at the Catholic school, all that stuff, CB. I'm all about that, bro. I have done,
you was all
pull up on the football, bro, because that's that's my thing. You get what I'm saying? Maybe they doing it because my people do it. It's my family do. This what the house want me to do. You get what I'm saying?
And I don't know, like, he's like if I look at the football academics, I give like, out of 1 out of 10. So from a football standpoint, I give them a 7. Academics, I give them 6. They all kind of in the same area. Academic, he about 3.0, 3.1. You know what I mean? He does enough to get by. I don't think he's going all out like he should be because he shortcut everything. He the type of dude, like my son, everybody, we sleep in the house. Like we're laying down, the kids is down. He want to take a shower at like 10 o'clock. let's say he take a shower at 10 o'clock and he take long showers downstairs so you can hear it, and he listen to NBA Youngboy singing all the lyrics. So I have to like, bro, like, you know,
just take your shower when you get home.
Yeah,
bro.
take it. But no, I ain't doing that. I want to do what I want to do. Get in there,
out.
yeah. So you want to do all these things.
We wouldn't have been allowed to do that, bro. You better hurry up and get in that water, because when I lay down, I don't want to hear nothing right there.
Exactly. So I had to tell him, like, bro. So like, I hate like spring breaks for him.
Because they break his routine.
It break his routine. No, he can't wait to get to that old bad habit. That's a horrible habit to have, bro. I said, bro, you cannot get up early, bro. Like that's sad.
Yeah.
I get up at 4:30 every day, bro. My alarm clock goes off 4:30, 4:45 in that area. I pray, I read the word at the gym, and I work out. I work out at 5. And I asked my son, when you gonna come with me, bro? He ain't came with me yet. He ain't came with me yet. You know what I mean?
I always say I do more by 90% of the world by 8 o'clock. By the time they all wake up, they better try getting up early, man.
That's the secret to the soul.
And it's the best part though, because you have that woosah. You had that time for yourself. You know what I mean? Everything you want to do, you have it to yourself, man. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, bro.
On that note, guys, we want to tell you, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, please leave us some comments down below.
Yes.
Any topics you want us to cover moving forward, any ideas you got based off things you heard us discuss in previous episodes, we're open to it. We would love to hear from you, okay? But do me a favor, tap in with us on all social platforms, IG, Facebook, everything from Apple Music, the whole 9, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.